Now, most stakeholder analysis usually stops there, but we're going to be taking this quite a bit deeper, because understanding our stakeholders and their needs and engaging with them is a big part of a successful project. So it's not simply about finding the problem stakeholders and dealing with them, but engaging as much as we can, as efficiently as we can, in the best way we can with all of our stakeholders is going to make that project much more successful. So we're going to go a little bit deeper now. We're going to look in this section at stakeholder management. Then we're going to look at stakeholder communication, and we'll wrap up looking at stakeholder engagement. Looking at stakeholder management, it's really important to identify the win-win. Now, win-win sounds very 1980s and very cliched, but it is something which is desirable and possible. So let's understand what we mean by win-win. It's a negotiated outcome. It's a kind of agreement where it can't get any better. If I offer more, I'm losing. If you offer more, you're losing. So it's the best possible outcome for both sides, for your stakeholder and for you. To achieve win-win, first we need to know what is winning for us. A win for the project is when our stakeholder is positive and supportive, or at the very least, as that stakeholder is neutralized and no longer a threat, without using too much of our limited project resources, without using too much time and effort. That the stakeholder is satisfied and positive, balanced with the amount of effort that it will take us. So a win for us is managing the stakeholder effectively without negatively impacting the project. Having one-to-one interviews explaining the project with various stakeholders might be a big win for them. It would be a loss for us in terms of the effort that we have to put out there to make it happen. However, we could take those same stakeholders and involve them in a focus group or workshop, giving them the win of consultation and respect and listening to them for less effort than interviewing them one by one. So identifying a win-win outcome in terms of our stakeholder management can require time, effort, and creativity. What is the best way to engage and communicate with this particular stakeholder that gives them the respect that they need? Very often, if it's about status, or addresses their concerns and fears, makes them more positive without us having to utilize too much of our time and resources, keeping that stakeholder happy. So having done columns 1 to 6, now we need to find our win-win strategy. Remember, a win for us is the least effort possible to keep that stakeholder happy. So is it sending them a report? Is it inviting them to a focus group discussion or a workshop? Is it going to see them one-to-one personally? Are we going to put them on the steering committee? What represents a win for you and for the stakeholder?